Uh. Nubia probably screaming out of their mouth. Jackie mommy want to scream out. All I need in my life. Speak out. Greetings, everyone. You dig me? What y'all niggas want? All of y'all chasing me down. You hating the clown. Yeah, he hating the clown. Making them drown. Yeah. Listen, soon as you come in the building, smash that like button. You dig me? Uh-huh. I'm coming in jamming. Shout out to Eve. Yeah, I'm talking about. Uh-huh. What your niggas want is right here with me. Sounds y'all want to hear. It's going down, guys. Salute to everyone coming in the building. This is pure survival. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm going to say shout out to Gene Deal. Gene, I'm telling you, I hope you forgave me by now. This is pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Gene Deal, Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard, everybody's been mad at Gene Deal. And I'm not talking about people like us. You know what I'm talking about? You got industry motherfuckers that's mad at Gene Deal because they feel like, why is he telling on Diddy Glover? Why is he snitching on Diddy Glover? This is pure survival. And they trying to make it like, well, Gene, how could you say that you saw all these things if you were there when it was happening? But if you would have paid attention to what Gene Deal said, then you would understand what he was doing during survival. Gene Deal never said that he sat around and watched Diddy Glover commit and do these sick acts. He never said it. Anytime he even said that if he would have knew that Diddy Glover was smacking and slapping his mother like Will Smith, he would have kicked Diddy Glover's rear end. This is pure survival. So you can't blame Gene Deal because everything that Gene Deal was saying for the last fucking 10 years have been coming to light. This is pure survival. Y'all can say that he's bitter, he's mad because you're not working for Diddy Glover. I don't believe that. I believe that Gene Deal is doing what's right for the young people that's coming in the industry so they don't have to deal with the savagery. This is pure survival. You know what I mean? And salute to everybody coming in the building. Y'all got to smash that like button. This is very exclusive. And I'm going to tell you, Stevie J. Stevie G, I think Stevie G from Philly too. But Stevie J, we're going to call you Steven. I'm going to talk to Steven. Surviving the fact that I'm going to talk to Steven and I don't give a damn if Jocelyn get mad. This is pure survival, Steven. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Stevie J. I remember back in the day, shout out to Eve. Like I said, there's no disrespect to Eve. You know what I'm talking about? I love Eve. I'm going to tell y'all right now, here goes a secret. That song that she had, What Y'all Niggas Want, is right here with me. All y'all niggas here. I was in that video. This is pure survival. This is not one of them things where you know how you got people be talking about, oh, Kevin Hart, that's my cousin. Or Jay-Z, that's my cousin. Like, no, I'm not one of them dudes that'll just try to act like I'm related to a motherfucker or I met a person. This is pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? I was at that video shoot, What Y'all Niggas Want, with Eve, very first video shoot, she at the Plateau in Philadelphia. I told y'all I'm from Philly. So I went to the Plateau when she shot that scene at the Plateau. It was a whole bunch of motorcycles and shit. You can't even see myself in the video. This is pure survival. I was salty as a motherfucker too. When the video came out, I said, God damn, I didn't see myself nowhere. This is pure survival. But I was at the video shoot and I got the chance to meet Eve. She was outside of her trailer. You know what I'm saying? And I was a young boy. This was years and years ago. And I asked her, I was like, how is it, like in the industry doing the music and stuff? Eve was mad cool. I'm talking about she act like a regular motherfucker. This was pure survival. And we was at the Plateau shooting that video. What y'all niggas want? And like I said, she was cool. So I got nothing but love for Eve. I got nothing but love for Eve. Soon as her music career was going in different directions, Eve said, fuck it. I'm going to get a billionaire. Surviving the fact that she married a billionaire that's 800, between 800 and 900 years old. This is pure survival. Eve said, I'm going to get me an old white man with a pink pecker, and I'm going to make his little pink pecker disappear. This is pure survival. And nobody can hate on Eve and try to say, oh, she don't really love him. She only married him for the money. So, motherfucker, what? If she married him for the money, she did the right thing. This is pure survival. And y'all know for goddamn well, if you meet a motherfucker billionaire, I don't care if he's white, if he's black, if he's Asian, if the motherfucker is Hungarian, you know damn well you're going to try to get with him too. Keep it the fuck real. She done married a goddamn billionaire. Eve done said, fuck rap, fuck acting. I'm not doing no more hair salon movies. None of that shit. We don't even hear about Eve no more. This is pure survival. She done married that billionaire and took off. She's somewhere out of space right now. Eve somewhere out of space. She like a Martian. She like Lil Wayne right now. This is pure survival. But I'm not going to front. Shout out to Gene Deal for bringing this up. Eve, listen, you already overcame. You done already survived Stevie J. You already survived Steven. And back in the day, I remember Eve had a sex tape with Stevie J. For the people who do not know, that is very, very true. With Gene Deal, Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard is saying, yes, Eve had a sex tape with Stevie J, and he exposed that Stevie J is homeless right now. This is pure survival. Stevie J was living at the freak-off dungeon. He was staying at Diddy Glover's freak-off dungeon. Surviving the fact that he was waking up, sleeping and smelling poop and got sperm stains all over the place. This is pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? He was probably waking up with horny bed bugs. With horny bed bugs. Steven probably had to survive the horny bed bugs. Can you imagine a bed bug wake up and a bed bug trying to fuck you? This is pure survival. So this is why Stevie J has been taken up for Diddy Glover. Because Stevie J lost his mansion and went homeless. And Stevie, I'm not trying to play you, dude, because your homeless is different than mine. Your homeless is different than mine. Surviving the fact that you going homeless ain't shit like if I went homeless. This is pure survival. I'll be at your nearest food bank right now. I'll be sitting at a food motherfucking bank if I was homeless. You got billionaire friends like Diddy Glover. So you taking up for Diddy Glover. And Gene Deal exposed the fact that the reason why motherfucking Stevie J's taking up for Diddy Glover, because Stevie J allegedly is on some of them tapes. Is on some of them tapes. This is pure Stevie J freak off survival. And now they bringing up that sex tape with him and Eve. Now, Eve, I know you was a grown woman when you did the sex tape. I'm not saying that she was a minor, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know how old motherfucking Eve was when y'all did that motherfucking sex tape, Steven. You've been doing freaky shit like motherfucking Diddy Glover years ago. And I'm glad that he brought this to the surface. And the only thing you was worried about, Steven, not only was you taking up for Diddy Glover because you've been living in the freak-off dungeon, you was living in the freak-off dungeon when them feds done came and raided. You had to take your pecker out your hand because you was probably about to masturbate all over your motherfucking sound system in that studio when they ran in there. Look, I got motherfucking foam coming out, pure survival. But the reason why you taking up for him, because now that sex tape done surfaced, that tape been out though. Years ago, so I don't know what the feds is going to be able to use with you and Eve's freak off tape or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. She got a billionaire too, so y'all ain't going to be able to fuck with her. Pure survival. But all I'm saying, Stevie J, it just proves that you was on some freak shit years ago, before Diddy Glover. Your sex tape with Eve was before Ray J's. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, hey. So you was into the freak shit and the freak offs years ago, Steven. Surviving the fact that you was the first nigga with a freak off tape with Eve before R. Kelly. This is pure survival, Steven. And I know you're not afraid to fight. But if you try to fight me, motherfucker, I'm going to DM 50 Cent. I'm down with 50. You got to fight 50 before you try to fight me. And I got to talk to my family doctor first. Because if I take my diabetic medication, Steven, we can get it the fuck on. Pure survival. I'm not Little Scrappy. When you and Little Scrappy was fighting on Love and Hip Hop and you fell and your shirt was all raggedy and shit, I don't care if you work out and take steroids. Steven, I know karate. I was a burgundy belt. So I'm not afraid of you, goddammit. But shout out to motherfucking Gene Deal guys, Diddy Glover's ex bodyguard, for exposing this. So Stevie J was homeless, living at Diddy Glover's freak off dungeon. And this is why he's taking up for Diddy Glover, because he's afraid that all his tapes is going to come out. And I don't know if it's any other tapes, Steven. I don't know. From what they saying is that the feds done allegedly got you on some of the motherfucking tapes. So now it makes sense, because I forgot all about you and Eve's sex tape. I forgot all about that shit. And I'm from Philly. You know what I'm saying? This is pure survival. But Gene Deal exposes it. And shout out to him, you know. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, smash that like button. This is the last thing. I'm gonna let Gene Deal tell y'all about Steven. I got some freak off. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I told y'all I'll be having my own freak offs at home. I showed y'all the freak off paddle. I showed y'all my tenderoni had the freak off paddle that she be spanking me with. This is pure survival. She got a whole freak off paddle, and then she got the freak off. She got the freak off panty pads or whatever. These are the freak off panty pads. You know what I mean? So when she get to coming and you know what I mean, coming over and over again, come about 16 to 17 to 20 times. Yeah, you gonna come 20 times fucking with me. Pure survival. So these protect the sperm. This keeps the children. This keeps the children from getting on her thongs. Pure freak off pad survival at this point. But shout out to Gene Deal, man. You know, for having the courage to stand up. And this is why Stevie J is mad at you. Check out what motherfucker Gene got to say.
He think gonna get him free if he had, and whoever they want. You got to realize the feds is not gonna touch those people if he had anything to do with any high profile people like Clyde Davis, what's that, Jimmy over at Interscope. What's his name? Jimmy Iovine. Any high profile people the feds is not going to touch. You understand? They're going to go for the people who are not his really handlers unless they really want them or somebody want them. So
see, so when he's saying Clive Davis, y'all already know Clive Davis is who birthed Diddy Glover. He the one who started Diddy Glover in the Freak Off Fest. He's the one who groomed Diddy Glover like how Diddy Glover groomed Usher and motherfucking Justin Bieber. This is pure survival. So Clive Davis and them that got all that motherfucking money, those motherfuckers, you know what I'm talking about, in the other community, the feds ain't gonna fuck with them. The feds ain't gonna fuck with them. They want motherfuckers like Steven, and they want motherfuckers like Jay-Z in the hair. They want Beyonce. They want motherfuckers like that. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying?
Unless they really want them or somebody want them. So it's hard to really say. But if they want to make examples out of certain people, you understand, they're going to go for those people. I can't really give you a number. I can't really tell you who's the people because I don't know who on their list. But if they want to make an example out of somebody, anybody that's been to those Diddy like Epstein parties and stuff like that, they're gonna go after them.
So anybody in the industry that was at the Diddy Glover Epstein like parties, did y'all hear what he said? The Diddy Glover Epstein freak off parties, they coming for you. They coming for you. This is pure survival. You know what I mean? So Steven, you better mind your motherfucking business, dude. You better get away from Diddy Glover. Just say that you was homeless, you lost your mansion, you lost your motherfucking money, and you was living and you was sleeping in the freak off dungeon. Just say that you were a victim, Steven. Surviving the fact that Stevie J, he probably was a freak off victim. This is pure survival. Stevie J, they said they found you with a tennis ball in your mouth. You was strapped to a motherfucking chair with a tennis ball in your fucking mouth with an R. Kelly mask on. Steven. So it's all starting to come out. This is pure survival at this point.
Diddy like Epstein parties and stuff like that, they gonna go after them. What you think about Stevie J? And I know you and him, y'all was going back and forth, but how you feel about him defending Diddy? He don't have nothing else to do, man. But what makes me mad at Stevie and them is that, you know, they don't realize the guys who used to take care of them, the guys that make sure they got in the club, the guys who make sure they got in the studio, the guys that make sure they got home at night. And then they get on this thing, and because they become more known to the public and everything on Love and Hip Hop and all these other different programs, they want to talk shit. But Stevie J, no, I'm the type of dude, he talk about I got bad knees. I kick him so far up in his ass, he tastes shoe polish, bro.
Wow, this is pure survival. We are surviving the fact that Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard said that he'll kick Stevie J so far up his ass that he'll have shoe polish all on his motherfucking in his butthole, all in his egg roll. This is pure survival. See, Gene Dill know karate. Gene Dill know karate and all types of, and I told y'all, because I know martial arts. I've been telling y'all that I was a burgundy belt. I've been telling y'all that I was a burgundy belt. And from one martial arts motherfucker to another martial arts person, you know, if you know somebody that know karate, this is pure survival. Gene Dill knows fucking karate. God damn it. And I told y'all he was a parole officer. He was in the martial arts. He was a bodyguard. That motherfucker was a bad motherfucker. I told Gene Deal this shit before, and he got mad at me and cussed me out. And all I was doing was giving him a compliment. This is pure survival. But like I said, Gene Deal looked like one of them parole officers, because I had many of parole officers. Like in real life, I had many of them. And he looked like one of the motherfucking POs that would have been cool with you, but you just gotta be honest with him. This is pure survival. He looked like one of them POs that you would just have to be honest with. You know what I mean? Name another nigga hot. I'm just being honest. Like if you tell him, look, I relapsed last night. I done smoked some weed. I done got butt naked, ran up and down the street, but I didn't catch no new case. He'll let you go. But if you lie to him, he seemed like he'll violate you. Pure survival at this point. But Gene Dill is pissed off with Stevie J for trying to mind his business. So now he exposing. What about the freak off tape that you and Eve had? Pure survival.
Guys who used to take care of them, the guys that make sure they got in the club, the guys who make sure they got in the studio, the guys that make sure they got home at night. And then they get on this thing, and because they become more known to the public and everything on Love and Hip Hop and all these other different programs, they want to talk shit. But Stevie J, no, I'm the type of dude, he talk about I got bad knees. I kick him so far up in his ass, he tastes shoe polish, bro. I do not play with that. I'm the one that used to make sure that you was all right.
Wow.
You understand? And I got pictures when I used to bodyguard you, bro. And you know I never played those games.
Now y'all hear that? Not only was he Diddy Glover's bodyguard, he was also Steven's bodyguard. He was Stevie J's bodyguard. And Steven, you want to talk about Gene Dill's knees? Talk about Gene Dill's got arthritis and his knees is bad. This is pure survival. You sitting there talking about Gene, you are 1,018 years old. You ain't the same bad motherfucker you used to be. This is pure survival. You better put some oils on your knees. Put some oil. You like the Tin Man, Gene. And I know that Gene ain't like the Tin Man. This is pure survival. Gene still could go to combat. This motherfucker could jump out of helicopters and shit like that. This is pure survival. And he protected you, Steven. He saved your life and made sure that you was okay to get back home to the freak off. To get back home to the freak off. And now that you got more fucking clout and you're more famous, so you think that you could overtalk Gene Dill. You think you could overtalk Gene Dill when he protected you, goddammit. This is pure survival. Not only was he Diddy Glover's bodyguard, but he was motherfucking Steven's bodyguard as well.
They become more known to the public and everything on Love and Hip Hop and all these other different programs. They want to talk shit. But Stevie J, no, I'm the type of dude, he talk about I got bad knees. I kick him so far up in his ass, he tastes shoe polish, bro. I do not play with that. I'm the one that used to make sure that you was all right. You understand? And I got pictures when I used to bodyguard you, bro. And you know I never played those games. So because you get mad, because I say something about, you know what I know 50. I know 50. And I know you. You understand? If I gotta put my house up, if I gotta put my car, my jewelry, I'm putting my shit up on 50. I'm not gonna put it on you.
Now y'all hear that, right? Salute to Bonnie, just hit that super chat. Now y'all seen Stevie J said that he wanted to fight 50 Cent. This is pure survival, because 50 Cent was making fun of the sex tape that they put out, and they said that it was Steven. We found out that sex tape wasn't you, Steven, but you want to fight motherfucking 50 Cent? This is pure survival. Did you see what 50 Cent did to his own friend? Shout out to Tony Ayo. But I'm not gonna lie, Tony Ayo, I saw 50 Cent throw you in the motherfucking bushes. Like you was a motherfucking cigarette butt. He just threw you in the motherfucking bushes. This is pure survival. And Tony Ayo came out and was like, see, I love 50. Like 50, if it wasn't for 50, like 50 made me who I am today. That's why I love 50. And everybody keep asking me, why you always talk about 50, Tony? Because if it wasn't for 50, it wasn't be me. It would be no Tony. You know what I mean? 50 Cent made me go out and get the bulletproof Pooh Shiesty mask. 50 Cent got me to get bulletproof phone cases. And you see Tony Yayo still talks good about 50 Cent. And he was bullying and pushing them all around and shit. This is pure survival. So if Gene Deal bets his money that motherfucker 50 Cent will tackle and do you dirty, goddamn Steven, then you can't get mad because he puts his money on 50 Cent. We all put our money on 50. Surviving the fact that we all put our motherfucking money on 50 Cent. This is pure survival, Steven.
I got pictures when I used to bodyguard you, bruh. And you know I never played those games. So because you get mad, because I say something about, you know what I know 50. I know 50. And I know you. You understand? If I gotta put my house up, if I gotta put my car, my jewelry, I'm putting my shit up on 50. I'm not gonna put it on you. I'm just telling you what I know. 50 hit that nigga so hard, man. He won't wake up to the middle of next week. He gets on here and he want to defend Diddy, defend them. You might be on some of them tapes.
Wow. This is pure survival. Did y'all hear that? He just said you want to defend Diddy Glover, and the only reason why you want to defend Diddy Glover because you might be on them tapes, Steven. Surviving the fact that this ain't no love in hip hop. This is some real shit. This is pure survival, Steven. So if I was you, I'd leave Gene Deal alone. He used to bodyguard you and Diddy Glover. You better leave him alone because I forgot all about you and Eve's sex tape. And now this shit about to hit the fan. But this is the reason why you're taking up for Diddy Glover because you know that you allegedly are on the motherfucking tapes, Steven. You better try to make a deal because Diddy Glover's going to tell on everybody. Diddy Glover's going to tell on everybody. And you're going to be first at the list. Dude, you was living at Diddy Glover's freak off. So I know there's motherfucking Stevie J children all on the walls and on the streets and the blankets and the freak off blankets. This is pure survival. Steven, smash that like button, guys. We got too many motherfuckers in the building. This is exclusive. Shout out to Gene motherfucking Deal.
You might be on some of them tapes.
Whoa, ho, say it again. Say it again, Gene.
Understand? If I gotta put my house up, if I gotta put my car, my jewelry, I'm putting my shit up on 50. I'm not gonna put it on you. I'm just telling you what I know. 50 hit that nigga so hard, man. He won't wake up to the middle of next week. He gets on here and he want to defend Diddy, defend them. You might be on some of them tapes.
Wow.
9 times out of 10, you good at making tapes. You know the tapes that you made before in the past.
Whoa! Y'all got to get them likes up. He's about to talk about Stevie J and Eve's freak off tapes. He said, Steven, you were good at making fucking freak off tapes. You were making freak off tapes before Diddy Glover. Pure survival.
9 times out of 10, you good at making tapes. You know the tapes that you made before in the past that made the internet. I'm not going to speak on that, Mighty. Not at all. You understand? Because you got a young lady that's doing her thing in it, and she don't need to be spoken on. But, you know, everybody who knows what I'm talking about, they know the tapes that made the internet with Stevie J before.
Now, you know what? Now, y'all see that Gene Deal didn't even want to speak about Eve. He didn't even want to say who it was. But everybody knows, Gene, that motherfucker, if you didn't know, like I said, I'm from Philly, so I've been heard about Eve and Stevie J's sex tape, Gene. So the shit's gonna come out. I don't got no problem speaking on it. Eve is a goddamn billionaire. Have a baby by me, baby. Be a dollaraire. I'm a motherfucking dollaraire, dude. I just became a thousandaire. This is pure survival. So I don't even think Eve's gonna give a damn. And then you saying Eve doing her thing. Eve ain't doing a motherfucking thing right now. Pure survival. She got a billionaire. She ain't got to do shit. All she got to do is go on vacation. I need a vacation. So she ain't doing nothing right now. She just counting that motherfucking chicken wing and she's laid up with her little pink pecker. This is pure survival, Gene. You know what I mean? So I don't mind speaking on the goddamn shit. Real rap.
9 times out of 10, you good at making tapes. You know the tapes that you made before in the past that made the internet. I'm not gonna speak on that, Mighty. Not at all. You understand? Because you got a young lady that's doing her thing in it, and she don't need to be spoken on. But you know, everybody who knows what I'm talking about, they know the tapes that made the internet with Stevie J before. You know what I mean? So for him to come to Puff defense, you don't have nothing. He got to come to his defense. Heard he lost his house, heard he lost this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards. He's standing with a grown man at another.
Wow, y'all hear that? So Stevie J was living with Diddy Glover. He lost everything. He went bankrupt. Stevie was on his way to the welfare office, surviving the fact that Stevie J was on his way to the welfare office until Diddy Glover picked him up and said, "No, you don't got to apply for food stamps." This is pure survival. So Steven, if Diddy Glover go down, I can hook you up with the nearest welfare. I can hook you up with my old caseworker at the welfare office where I'm at, Steven. I can hook you up with my old welfare office case manager. Me and her still cool. Pure survival. Steven! This is crazy, guys. So Stevie J was living at the freak off dungeon.
You understand? Because you got a young lady that's doing her thing in it, and she don't need to be spoken on. But, you know, everybody who knows what I'm talking about, they know the tapes that made the internet with Stevie J before. You know what I mean? So for him to come to Puff defense, you don't have nothing. He got to come to his defense. Heard he lost his house, heard he lost this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards. He's standing with a grown man at another man's house. So what else he gonna do? Puff said, "Y'all come to my defense." He's the only one came to his defense. In the tape that she was referring to, and you don't have to go into detail about it, I think most people would know what she was talking about, but she was referring to the sex tape between Stevie J and Eve, right? And I don't know if this is true, you could tell me, but I heard that he leaked it, right? Allegedly, yeah, he's the one who leaked it.
Wow.
Want to be into something. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hear that? Pure survival. So Stevie J is the one who allegedly leaked the sex tape with him and Eve. Pure survival. So Stevie J was trying to go viral years ago with freak off tapes and stuff like that, way before R. Kelly, way before all of them. This is pure survival. So this is why y'all got to get them likes up, guys. We are surviving the fact that there's 1,500 motherfuckers in here. Y'all got to smash that like button and share this video because this needs to go out to the universe for people to understand why Steven is sticking up for Diddy Glover. First of all, he was living with Diddy Glover. Y'all heard Diddy Glover and Stevie J's ex-bodyguard say that this is where Steven was living at. He was living in the freak-off dungeon. He was friends with the butt-naked gay vampires that be upside down that I told y'all about, where you got a head of garlic on your neck. Pure survival. You know what I mean? He eats, sleep, shit, and wake up in the freak-off dungeon. Just wake up buck naked. So Steven had to be buck-ass naked for 24 hours a day. Just walking around buck-ass naked. Getting hugged from the front, hugged from the back. Little pecker just dangling, just walking around buck-ass naked. Pure survival. He lived in the freak-off dungeon. But he's the one who leaked the tape with Eve. So if the feds go back and look at that motherfucking tape, if they really allegedly found that tape and dug that motherfucking VCR tape back up, pure survival. This is just crazy, Steven. So you the one who started this whole freak-off shit. This is why you're taking up for Diddy Glover.
Hey, y'all come to my defense. He's the only one came to his defense. In the tape that she was referring to, and you don't have to go into detail about it, I think most people would know what she was talking about, but she was referring to the sex tape between Stevie J and Eve, right? And I don't know if this is true, you could tell me, but I heard that he leaked it, right? Allegedly, yeah, he's the one who leaked it. Want to be into something. You know what I'm saying? That's how those cats do, bro. They want to be. They sit back and because this is the new form of entertainment, and regular dudes are getting more views than they are. They get mad and they get upset. You understand what I'm saying? They get mad and they get upset because this is the new form of entertainment, and a lot of people are blowing them out the water now.
Now y'all hear that? Pure survival. What he's basically saying is motherfuckers like me and other content creators are doing more numbers than Diddy Glover and doing more numbers than Steven. We doing more numbers than Love and Hip Hop out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So they are jealous. They don't like that shit. That we can say some shit and we get more people to watch and view and give a fuck about our opinions more than theirs because they wanted to keep the motherfucking wound over our eyes. They didn't want us to know what they did last summer. They didn't want us to know what was going on in the industry, but we done found out. We know what you did last summer, Steven. This is pure survival at this point. So you need to be quiet, Stephen, because it's your fault now that everybody that did, people who did not know that Eve and you had a freak off tape, now they know. Now they know, Stephen. So not only was you taking up for Diddy Glover, afraid that you are on the motherfucking tapes, so you trying to be Diddy Glover's best friend, so Diddy Glover don't tell on you, Stephen. But I feel like you should have just been quiet, Stephen. You look better testifying against Diddy Glover. Because once Diddy Glover say, all right, I can't take this no more. Did y'all just see Diddy Glover just had with the dude, what is the name? Ever been swallowed? You ever just went on here and got swallowed? Who says that shit? Have you ever been swallowed? I know when he said that, have you ever been swallowed? First thing I thought was, hell yeah, I've been swallowed, motherfucker. Pure survival, toes curled the fuck up, everything. I thought instantly sexually when the motherfucker said that. I said I've been swallowed and it was amazing, god damn it. Pure survival at this point. But Diddy Glover just had a ceremony with the motherfucker that said, you ever been swallowed? I don't like mentioning his name because he came for me before. Pure survival, the ministry, everything. So I ain't fucking with that dude. But him and Diddy Glover just put out a video 2 days ago, standing in front of the motherfucking ocean and shit, shirt blowing in the motherfucker like the Michael Jackson shit. Like he had his shirt blowing in the wind. Diddy Glover looked like he was about to jump in the river. This is pure survival. And Diddy, please don't jump in the river. Because I think that if you just tell on everybody else, Diddy Glover, you can get a small little sentence and Diddy pop on out of there, Steven. No, Diddy Glover. Because Diddy Glover is not going down by himself. I'm telling you, Jay-Z, you in the hair. You better come out and say something, Jay-Z, because we already know Diddy Glover probably already told his lawyers, listen, Jay-Z is going to fuck down next. He ain't want to sit next to me at the Grammys. He ain't even want to have brunch or nothing. Oh, man, this shit is getting ugly. This shit is getting ugly like Seal out this motherfucker.
The dudes are getting more views than they are. They get mad and they get upset. You understand what I'm saying? They get mad and they get upset because this is the new form of entertainment, and a lot of people are blowing them out the water now. And they want to say crazy stuff when in fact they wouldn't breathe hard if you was in a room with them. Yeah, that's real talk. And I was checking out one of your lives, and you made a comment saying that, Diddy, his ship is sinking fast because the only person that's coming out to defend him is Stevie J. Well, Diddy did a post, and he said, speak now or forever hold your peace. And he sent the message to everybody that he did business with or everybody that was around him. Y'all talk, y'all speak on me. Y'all let everybody know what y'all know about me or whatever, this, that, and the third. And if they talking negative, straighten them out based on our relationship.
So what do y'all think that Diddy Glover means by that? Gene Dill, Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard, said that Diddy Glover put a post out and said, speak now or forever hold your peace. This is pure survival. Stephen, what do you think that Diddy Glover meant by that? Speak now or forever hold your peace. This means that if you motherfuckers don't get up and defend me right the fuck goddamn now, I'm telling on every goddamn person. This is pure survival. And people ain't gonna look at it like Diddy Glover's a snitch. They gonna look at it like, what the fuck? Everybody else was telling on him. What was he supposed to do? If I was Diddy Glover, I'd be already in that motherfucker singing like Chris Brown. I'll be in that motherfucker, yo, don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room. And I have to admit, I got some shit, and I'm about to say, yo. I would have been said yo to the feds. Pure survival. I'd have said, fuck all that. Before I go down, it's a bunch of motherfuckers going down with me. If we was all buck ass naked, having this freak off and recording freak off tournaments and shit, you motherfuckers is going down with me. That's why Diddy Glover said, look, speak now or forever hold your goddamn pecker suckers. This is pure survival.
With them. Yeah, that's
Hold on, say it again.
regular dudes are getting more views than they are. They get mad and they get upset. You understand what I'm saying? They get mad and they get upset because this is the new form of entertainment and a lot of people are blowing them out the water now. And they want to say crazy stuff when in fact, they wouldn't breathe hard if you was in the room with them. Yeah, that's real talk. And I was checking out one of your lives and you made a comment saying that, Diddy, his ship is sinking fast because the only person that's coming out to defend him is Stevie J. Well, Diddy did a post and he said, speak now or forever hold your peace. And he sent the message to everybody that he did business with or everybody that was around him. Y'all talk, y'all speak on me. Y'all let everybody know what y'all know about me or whatever, this, that, and the third. And if they talking negative, straighten them out based on our relationship. So he put that message out there. So now people are saying, nah, bro. Like Ray J. Ray J say, yo, people want to know what it is. Because if the federal government is asking questions about you having some pedophilia or having sex with little boys underage, why would I want to be connected to that?
Wow. Pure survival. So basically, a lot of celebrities where he's saying that was partying with Diddy Glover, they don't want to speak up. Like Ray J told him from the door, said, oh, wait a minute. Hey, Diddy Glover, I got love for you, dude. But they talking about pedophilia. They talking about pedophilia. And you know Usher and Justin Bieber, them motherfuckers was like, what, 12, 13 years old, 4 or 5 years old? Pure survival. So they not trying to stand up for you, Diddy Glover. Now, Steven is still standing up for you with this shit over your head, but we not trying to get with the pedophilia shit. Motherfuckers is not trying to stand up for you when they saying that allegedly it's some young kids on the motherfucking tapes. Pure survival at this point.
So now people are saying, nah, bro. Like Ray J. Ray J say, yo, people want to know what it is. Because if the federal government is asking questions about you having some pedophilia or having sex with little boys underage, why would I want to be connected to that? Why are they even asking that type of question about you?
Wow.
So now he's telling people, yo, speak on me, speak on me. Now people are like, no, we don't even know what the charge is. We don't know what they got on you.
Right. So listen, Diddy Glover, as you hear, you can't get mad that these people ain't trying to stand up with you, even though because they don't want to go down with you, pure survival. But they don't even know what kind of freak off. They don't know what kind of freak offs is on the motherfucking tapes. This is pure survival because they are talking about alleged minors, Diddy Glover. So you might as well, like I said, you might as well go ahead on and tell Diddy Glover because it's not looking good. They talking about you got about 30 to 40 days left. This is pure survival. So you ever been swallowed? You ever been swallowed? Y'all can pray all y'all want, Diddy Glover. Like, you know what I mean? I almost feel bad, like a little bit, pure survival. I'm not going to front. But when I think about if these things really happen, Diddy Glover, then I got to think about the victims, if they really are victims. I can't feel bad for you, but it is horrible knowing that we all looked up to you when we was young. You know what I'm saying? Skating parties, running around in your skates. I'm coming. I'm coming. So it's kind of horrible. It's kind of horrible when we're hearing these allegations. This is pure survival at this point, dude.
Oh, speak on me, speak on me. No, people like, no, we don't even know what the charge is. We don't know what they got on you. So the safe thing for me to do is to stay away from you until we know. I'm not going to mess. They saying I'm not going to mess up my brand. I'm not going to mess up me getting money because what the internet is going to do is that anybody that speaks up for them, they're going to automatically think they had something to do with it.
And that's pure stone cold truthful survival. Anybody that stand up for Diddy Glover right about now, y'all already know for a fact we're gonna be like, oh, he doing it because he was down with Diddy Glover, or she's standing up for Diddy Glover, because we're gonna automatically go off. We're gonna be in an uproar. Pure survival. Like, if Rihanna, Jay-Z, any of them stand up and say something for Diddy Glover, y'all know damn well we're gonna go off on them. Pure survival. That is the goddamn truth. You know what I'm saying? Diddy Glover, this is not looking good. And Steven,
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Steven, I advise you to go somewhere, sit down, and try to make another Love and Hip Hop or some shit like that. You were staying, bro. Like, you were living at the freak off dungeon. So I know now, because I never knew that you was homeless and you was living there. You know what I mean? Like I said, your homeless is different than mine. Listen, guys, my Instagram is Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me and I'll follow y'all back. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to my boy One Stop Media. One Stop Media Express. Pure survival. He's the dude that shot my surviving Diddy Glover cartoon. He the one who shot my surviving Diddy Glover cartoon. And I be fucking his name up. So if I don't got his name right, just look at the end of the cartoon. Pure survival. It'll have his brand up there. Real good motherfucker. We talking about doing a movie and everything. Pure survival at this point. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first cartoon. We may keep running the series because there's a couple things I didn't do in the cartoon. Like, I should have burst out crying, different shit like that. But it was our first one. Pure survival. You know what I mean? And it was fun. But like I said, for the people who just coming in, man, Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard just exposed Stevie J and exposed Diddy Glover
So who
and
do you
Eve
think Diddy gonna
Sextape.
chill on?
And he asked, who do he think that Diddy Glover's going to tell on? Shout out to the Art of Dialogue, Pure Survival. You know what I mean? He said, who you think that Diddy Glover going to tell on? That's real rap. And who do y'all think Diddy Glover going to tell on?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So who do you think Diddy gonna chill on? Whoever he think gonna get him free, if he had, and whoever they want. You got to realize the feds is not gonna touch those people if he had anything to do with any high profile people like Clyde Davis, what's that, Jimmy over at Interscope? What's his name? Jimmy Iovine. Any high profile people the feds is not gonna touch. You understand? They're gonna go for the people who are not his really handlers unless they really want them or somebody want them. So it's hard to really say. But if they want to make examples out of certain people, you understand, they're going to go for those people. I can't really give you a number. I can't really tell you who's the people because I don't know who on their list. But if they want to make an example out of somebody, anybody that's been to those Diddy-like Epstein parties and stuff like that, they're gonna go after them. What you think about Stevie J? And I know you and him.
And Stevie J, you better take that shit serious.
Going forth, but how you feel about him defending Diddy? He don't have nothing else to do, man. What? People, I can't really.
So y'all know what be happening, right? My batteries, Pure Survival, when I'm reacting to Diddy Glover, for some reason I think Diddy Glover be, you know what I mean, he got ties with the universe, and my batteries, I be having to blow on my batteries like an old Sega Genesis. Pure survival, because it be starting to mess with my TV. Diddy Glover be reaching down to the cable company, slowing my shit up. It's pure survival at this point. But Steven, they gonna come for you, dude. You keep trying to take up for Diddy Glover. If I was you, I just mind my motherfucking business. He let you come live with him at the freak off dungeon. Just let bygones be freak ons. You know what I mean?
Unless they really want them or somebody want them. So uh, it's hard to really say. But if they want to make examples out of certain people, you understand, they're going to go for those people. I can't really give you a number. I can't really tell you who's the people because I don't know who on their list. But if they want to make an example out of somebody, anybody that's been to those Diddy like Epstein parties and stuff like that, they gonna go after them. What you think about Stevie J? And I know you and him, y'all was going back and forth, but how you feel about him defending Diddy? He don't have nothing else to do, man. But what makes me mad at Stevie and them is that, you know, they don't realize the guys who used to take care of them, the guys that make sure they got in the club, the guys who make sure they got in the studio, the guys that make sure they got home at night. And then they get on this thing, and because they become more known to the public and everything on Love and Hip Hop and all these other different programs, they want to talk shit. But Stevie J, no, I'm the type of dude, he talk about I got bad knees, I kick him so far up in his ass, he tastes shoe polish, bro.
Wow, that's crazy. This is pure survival. Gene Deal, that's a hell of a goddamn threat right there. That man said that he will kick him so far up his ass that he will taste shoe polish. Pure survival. And one time, I'm telling y'all, last summer when Gene Deal cussed me out, oh, that motherfucker had me scared as fuck. I believe that his knees could fly. I believe they could fly. I believe they could touch the sky. I think about it. That motherfucker screamed at me on YouTube. Oh, my TV shook. It was pure survival. I said, I'm not fucking with Gene Deal, and I'm not fucking with his kneecaps. I told y'all I'm a type 2 diabetic. I gotta think before I go into combat. Pure survival. I gotta pull out my motherfucking asthma pump. You think I'm about to pull out a gun? I go reach and pop the trunk and pull out an asthma pump. All right, let's get it, motherfucker. Pure survival. I gotta do different health tactics before I just jump into combat. This is pure survival. And Gene Deal did not like the fact that Steven was making fun of his kneecaps, was making fun of Gene Deal's kneecaps. Surviving the fact that he was making fun of Gene Deal kneecaps and said that Gene Deal, you are 1,018 years old and you ain't the same bad motherfucker you used to be. This is pure survival. And I'm gonna tell you, Gene, I don't believe him. I believe in your kneecaps, Gene. I believe in your kneecaps. Stephen, you better leave this man alone. They become more known to the public and everything on Love and Hip Hop and all these other different programs. They want to talk shit. But Stevie J, no, I'm the type of dude, he talk about I got bad knees, I kick him so far up in his ass, he tastes shoe polish, bro. I do not play with that. I'm the one that used to make sure that you was all right. You understand? And I got pictures when I used to bodyguard you, bro. And you know I never played those games. So because you get mad, because I say something about, you know, when I know 50, I know 50. And I know you. You understand? If I got to put my house up, if I got to put my car, my jewelry, I'm putting my shit up on 50. I'm not going to put it on you. I'm just telling you what I know. 50 hit that nigga so hard, man. He won't wake up to the middle of next week. He gets on here and he want to defend Diddy, defend them. You might be on some of them tapes. Wow. We got to remember that. Pure survival. We must pay attention how Diddy Glover and Steven's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, just pay attention to that. He said that Stevie J, you may be on them tapes. And it made me have to think, like, damn, why is he going so hard for Diddy Glover? I understood when Little Rodney put you in that picture, had you allegedly pounding out that man or whatever, and it came out to not be you, Steven. Once we found out that wasn't you pounding out that man, there was like a gay porn guy. It wasn't you, Steven. You should have backed up out of this and let Diddy Glover handle the things that he done. It all caught up to Diddy Glover. This ain't like we just been hearing shit. We heard about Diddy Glover having alleged crazy stuff since the 90s. It's just all falling down. It's just all falling down. Radio, it all falls down. I'm telling you everything. It's just falling down right now. Pure survival. So you should have stayed out of this motherfucking shit. Steven?
Understand? If I got to put my house up, if I got to put my car, my jewelry, I'm putting my shit up on 50. I'm not going to put it on you. I'm just telling you what I know. 50 hit that nigga so hard, man, he won't wake up to the middle of next week. He gets on here and he want to defend Diddy, defend them. You might be on some of them tapes.
Wow.
9 times out of 10, you good at making tapes. You know the tapes that you made before in the past that made the internet. I'm not going to speak on that, Mighty. Not at all. You understand? Because you got a young lady that's doing her thing in it, and she don't need to be spoken on. But, you know, everybody who knows what I'm talking about, they know the tapes that made the internet with Stevie J before.
And I'm just saying this, Gene, respectfully. Like you said, you didn't want to call out Eve's name because, like you said, it's a young lady doing her thing. And like I said, right now, to me, Eve ain't doing nothing but counting that motherfucking $1 billion paper. Pure survival right now. But you didn't want to put her name out there, Gene. But everybody that knows that come back from the 90s know about Stevie J and Eve's freak off tape. Pure survival. I never saw the freak off tape. I saw the one with R. Kelly with the nappy head when he was sitting here at the peasy head. That was the only thing when people was like, that can't be R. Kelly. Look at how nappy his head is. I don't see a bald head. Where is the bald head? This is pure survival. All I see is urine in the peasy head motherfucker sitting in the back like a little pervert sitting on that little long couch. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? We were surviving R. Kelly's peasy head in the sex tape. But I never seen Eve and Stevie J's sex tape, but we did hear about it years ago. So for you saying that you don't want motherfuckers to mention it, Gene, it's gonna be hard for me not to react to this. Pure survival. So you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure if anybody else got any common sense, they may speak about this too. You know what I mean? And I know what you meant. You didn't want people to come down on Eve. All right, you did a sex tape with Steven years ago. You know what I mean? But you know Steven don't got no pride. Steven was friends with Biggie and went and married Faith. Pure survival. And I'm not coming down on you, Steven, for that. But if Biggie was your friend, that was crazy. Pure survival. I would have been, if I was, man, if you waited, and you was my friend and waited till I died and then was with my woman, I would have been walking around the house like a ghost. I would have been knocking shit over. You would have been in the motherfucking house. You and my motherfucking woman. You and my tenderoni. You would have been seeing shit flying, dishes just flying in the air. It would have been like the movie Ghost. I would have haunted the shit out of you. Steven, surviving the fact that you would have been fighting my motherfucking ghost. This is pure survival. If you would have bit me in the back like that, you know what I mean? So, Steven, you play dirty, and you're fucking with Gene Deal, and Gene Deal is not nothing to play with. Pure survival at this point.
Before in the past that made the internet.
Oh, talk about the tape again, Gene?
I know. 50 hit that nigga so hard, man, he won't wake up to the middle of next week. He gets on here and he want to defend Diddy, defend them. You might be on some of them tapes. 9 times out of 10, you good at making tapes. You know the tapes that you made before in the past that made the internet. I'm not going to speak on that, Mighty. Not at all. You understand? Because you got a young lady that's doing her thing in it, and she don't need to be spoken on. But, you know, everybody who knows what I'm talking about, they know the tapes that made the internet with Stevie J before. You know what I mean? So For him to come to Puff defense, you don't have nothing. He got to come to his defense. Heard he lost his house, heard he lost this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards. He's staying with a grown man at another man's house.
So y'all gotta be honest though, right? Now, Steven, under them circumstances, the fact that you was staying at a grown man house, which is Diddy Glover, while Diddy Glover house got raided, this is why you were there. Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard just exposed that. You were there because you were living in the freak-off dungeon. You had nowhere else to go. Surviving the fact that you ain't had nowhere else to go. All these motherfucking models and genies in the bottles that you done fucked, and you ain't got nowhere to go. This is pure survival, Steven. We watch you spend all kinds of money. So what happened to your money? How in the fuck is it hammer time? How is it hammer time? And when I say hammer time, that means going broke. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? And it was, I guess it was hammer time for motherfucking Steven. So Steven was staying with Diddy Glover. And you can imagine, if you staying with somebody and they get into some shit, you are supposed to defend that person. Cause it's like, motherfucker, you've been here eating up all my motherfucking cereal, drinking all my milk, and eating up all my motherfucking honey buns and shit, and you ain't gonna go out there and defend me? Pure survival. So I get why Steven is jumping out the window on these different platforms is talking. You was on the Surviving Diddy Glover 2B thing. I get it, Steven. But I think this is the part where you walk away. This is the part when you stand with a motherfucker and they see, look, I stuck up for you the best the fuck I could. I spoke out, goddammit. I put my neck out there. You know what I'm saying? So now Diddy Glover should know that you the only one that stood up for him. So far, Steven. You the only one. So right now, you could walk away. Because now this is coming out. You and Eve's old freak off tape. Pure survival. So Steven, I advise you to just be quiet and hopefully that if they do find you on them tapes, that Diddy Glover would, you know what I mean, somehow sweep you under the rug. They'll make a deal with you. Because like I said, I don't know if you on them tapes. You know what I mean? Pure survival. But I do know about the sex tape with you and Eve. That is for sure. That really happened. What y'all niggas want is right here with me. Sound y'all want to hear.
Before in the past that made the internet. I'm not going to speak. I know. 50 hit that nigga so hard, man. He won't wake up to the middle of next week. He gets on here and he want to defend Diddy, defend them. You might be on some of them tapes. 9 times out of 10, you good at making tapes. You know the tapes that you made before in the past that made the internet. I'm not going to speak on that, Mighty. Not at all. You understand? Because you got a young lady that's doing her thing in it, and she don't need to be spoken on. But, you know, everybody who knows what I'm talking about, they know the tapes that made the internet with Stevie J before. You know what I mean? So, for him to come to Puff defense, you don't have nothing. He got to come to his defense. Heard he lost his house, heard he lost this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards. He's staying with a grown man at another man's house. So, what else he gonna do? Puff said, y'all come to my defense. He's the only one came to his defense.
In the tape that she was referring to, and you don't have to go into detail about it, I think most people would know what she was talking about, but she was referring to the sex tape between Stevie J and Eve, right? And I don't know if this is true, you could tell me, but I heard that he leaked it, right?
Allegedly, yeah, he's the one who leaked it. Want to be into something. You know what I'm saying? That's how those...
See, and Stevie J is the one who leaked, I'm going to say it again, Eve's freak off tape with him. He the one who leaked it. This is pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the Art of Dialogue where Gene Deal is getting this interview because the Art of Dialogue is smart. That's why he put Eve name in the caption. This is pure survival. It's going to get more motherfucking attention when you do it like that. God damn it. You know what I mean? And for all the people that be trying to cuss me out, like, why you always keep rewinding the shit? I do it on purpose, God damn it. This is pure survival. It's a method to my madness on why I keep rewinding the goddamn shit. I don't give a fuck. And my Instagram is Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me and I'll follow you the fuck back. This is pure survival and pure honesty.
Hey, y'all come to my defense. He's the only one came to his defense.
In the tape that you was referring to, and you don't have to go into detail about it, I think most people would know what you was talking about. But you was referring to the sex tape between Stevie J and Eve, right? And I don't know if this is true. You could tell me, but I heard that he leaked it, right?
Allegedly, yeah, he's the one who leaked it. Want to be into something. You know what I'm saying? That's how those cats do, bro. They want to be, they sit back, and because this is the new form of entertainment and regular dudes are getting more views than they are, they get mad and they get upset. You understand what I'm saying? They get mad and they get upset because this is the new form of entertainment and a lot of people are blowing them out the water now.
And understand what he just said. YouTube is a new form of entertainment. YouTube is like fucking television. It's the new TV. Pure survival. How many of you people on this live right now that can say that you actually watch fucking cable TV? Not too many, right? Pure survival. If you still watching TV, you don't know what the fuck you missing. YouTube is the, why you think all the rappers, all the singers, motherfucker, they all want a podcast? Because YouTube is where the fuck is at. Pure survival. And the revenue, oh my God, YouTube, it be making it rain out this motherfucker. It make it rain. I cannot lie to you. Pure survival. I told y'all, YouTube helped me get off of welfare. God damn it. Surviving the fact that YouTube helped me get off of welfare. This is pure survival. You got my own caseworkers at the welfare office asking me how can they create a channel. They want to create a channel right now. The motherfuckers that work at the welfare office asking me, Jamil, can you help me create a channel? Can you tell people to like and subscribe to my shit? This is pure survival. They want to work for goddamn YouTube right now. That's how real it is, goddammit. You know what I mean? But salute to you all, goddammit. We are surviving Stevie J and surviving Eve's old freak off sex tape. It done hit the fan. I don't think Gene, I'm gonna tell you right now, Eve ain't worrying about this shit. Eve got too much money. She got too much money. She got a man that's 800 and something years old. All she got to do is just rub on this motherfucker pecker. She don't even got to have sex with that motherfucker. She could just tell him, oh, you look handsome today. Oh, you're looking young. You got to, you know what I'm talking about? This is pure survival. So salute to everybody. Like I said, my Instagram, Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Like and subscribe. You know what I mean? I'm at, matter of fact, Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Share this video. Salute to all of y'all. You know what I mean? If you got any Hollywood gossip, like I said, hit me in the DMs and we're going to get to it. And this was pure stone cold freak off survival at this